So, welcome everyone to our Saturday afternoon Riksha program. Very glad to see you all and very grateful also for all of your presence here. So, we have some new families here today. Neera Prabhu and Hina Mataji. They are joining after a long time. They came once earlier, a few years back. We have Srinivas Prabhu and Shravani Mataji. So Srinivas Prabhu and Shravani Mataji, they are also coming after a long time, maybe 5 years, 6 years. And we have Priya Gauranga Prabhu, who recently moved from India. We are very fortunate, very grateful for Prabhu's presence here. Anybody else first time here? Or after a long time? Okay. So it's a 3-time Hari Bol to everybody's presence here. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! So thank you everyone. So today we are going to talk on a special topic, which is very basic topic. Everybody, all of us need to know these basic details. And thanks to Balakrishna Prabhu, he has been asking me many times, Prabhu, please cover this topic. This is very important topic. Everybody should know these details. So we are going to cover that topic today. The topic title is All You Need to Know About Bhoga. Offering Bhoga, how to offer Bhoga, why to offer Bhoga, what to offer, what's to do's and not to do's, kind of thing. So we're going to cover that topic in detail. With that, before that, we'll start with invocation prayers, receiving the blessings of our Guru Parampara. Om Agyan Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinim Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavedanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurakshay Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchah Kalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So once again, welcome everyone. So our topic, as I said, all we need to know about Bhoga. In India, actually, one particular concept of Bhoga is very misunderstood. Generally, after offering to the Lord, when we distribute to devotees also, before I came to ISKCON in general, how we used to hear about this or what we used to do. When we give that to everybody else, what we say is, please take this bhoga. Bhog le lo, bhog le lo. But there is two different terms actually. One is called bhoga, another is called prasad. What we offer to the Lord, that is called bhoga. And what we distribute after offering to the Lord, that is prasad. Earlier, without understanding this concept, we just say, take this bhoga, take this bhoga. Tuesday, go to Hanuman temple. And in generally, what we offer to the Lord also is this little sweet something, those sweet balls, padana, padana, or that sugar, round balls, right? That was the concept of bhoga, offering to the Lord. But here now we understand what is really the concept of bhoga. So it's what we offer to the Lord, that is called bhoga. Bhoga means enjoyment, right? Bhoga means enjoyment. So everything is for Lord's enjoyment. Whatever we are offering to the Lord, that is called bhoga. And after we offer to the Lord, that becomes Lord's mercy. Lord has glanced over it. He has given us his mercy back in the form of prasad. So prasad in general called mercy. So what we offer to other devotees, that is called prasad, not bhoga. Okay, prasad. So with that, now we'll enter into our topic here. Doesn't necessarily mean mercy of the Lord can be huge also. It doesn't have to be small quantity. We want to have Lord's mercy in big quantity. So we'll cover that topic a little more in detail when we say how to offer. We'll talk about that particular point also. So in general, now let's start with, see, we depend on food items, right? We depend on grains. Our life is sustained by food. Our life is sustained by grain. And how do we get the grain? From where do you get your atta? Somebody may say Ashirvad, nature fresh, this or that. That's from where we are getting our grains, right? The grinded version of that. But is Ashirvad, nature fresh, Sujata or whatnot, are they producing that grain? Are they creating that grain? At the best, they are just grinding that and packaging it and delivering to us. But who is creating that grain? मेरे बाप ने, आपके बाप ने, my father, your father, who grew that grain. In reality, yes, all of our father, our supreme father, Krishna, he is giving that grain, right, in the form of nature, through the medium of nature. So Lord Krishna is providing all that necessary food stuff to us. Without nature, we cannot get grain. So the grain is coming from nature, and because of the grain, because of all those food items, we sustain ourselves. So just as a matter of gratitude, that is first point, right? Just as a matter of gratitude also, we should first offer it to the Lord. So whatever we want to eat, whatever we cook for ourselves, we first offer that to the Lord. Just imagine you brought some eatables, some chocolates, some candies for your son. So you gave him all these candies, and the son, before he take the first candy, before he eats the candy, he comes and tell you, Papa, please, you take this first candy. You eat this first candy. Mama, you please take this first candy. How happy will you be? Will you like it or no? Right? Oh, he is so grateful that we have given him these gifts, we have given him these eatables, and he first want to offer it first. The same way, Krishna is our supreme father. He is providing us all these gifts, and it is our duty to first offer it to the Lord as a matter of gratitude, to show the gratitude. That is first point. Second point, very important. Why we should offer it to the Lord? Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna himself speak. You all can come little on this side, so I don't have to twist all the way and sprain my neck. Okay, so you all can come little on this side. So in Bhagavad Gita, there are copies of Bhagavad Gita. You can pick and distribute these copies for everybody's reference. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text number 13, which we are going to start with as a reference today. So we all depend on food grain. And what does Krishna say? How one should need to accept those food grain? So very important words. Please recite. Yagya Shisthashanah Santo Muchyante Sarvakilpishe Bhujante Te Tva Agham Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakaranat. Let's recite one more time. Okay. Understand the meaning very clearly. Chapter 3, text number 13. Yagya Shisthashina Santo Muchyante Sarvakilpishe Bhujante Te Tva Agham Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakaranat. Who want to read the translation? Read louder.
The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin because food is offered first to sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment generally eat only sin.
Okay, so very important point. What Krishna is telling us, why first we need to offer that food to the Lord. Krishna is saying, if first the food is offered to the Lord as a sacrifice, then it becomes as a prasad and the person is freed from all the sin. Otherwise, what is happening? Tetva agham papa ye pachanti atma karanat. Atma karanat means for their personal enjoyment. Pachanti means cooking. So if somebody is cooking the food for their own personal enjoyment, thinking, okay, today I'm going to enjoy this nice paneer sabji, kofta sabji, malai kofta, pizza, burger, sandwich, samosa, kachori, rasgulla. So I'm going to make this and enjoy this. So if somebody is cooking for their own personal enjoyment, they are not offering it to the Lord, just cooking it and eating for themselves. What are they doing? Te tva agham papa. They are eating sin only. So first of all, they are sinners. They are not recognizing who is providing them all, and they are eating sin only. But somebody who is first offering to the Lord as a sacrifice and then accepting as prasad, they are freed from all the sinful reactions. So all whatever we eat, first that should be offered to the Lord. Okay. Now one may say, what can I offer to the Lord? Whatever I want to eat, can I cook anything and offer it to the Lord? Can I offer non-veg also? Can I offer meat, chicken, egg, flesh, anything to the Lord? Because Krishna says, offer to me first, then it becomes prasad, then you are freed from reaction. So can I offer anything then? Okay, it doesn't mean that you can offer anything to the Lord. Krishna, that also Krishna very clearly specify what kind of things he accept. Last year, I did a seminar or a kind of a lecture in India, in my hometown, in a temple. They invited for a program. And after the class, somebody walked to me and said, can I, so this point I mentioned, right? Whatever we eat, we should offer to the Lord. So one person walked to me and said, can we offer tea, coffee also to the Lord? Because everything should be offered to the Lord before we eat, drink. So can I offer tea, coffee also to the Lord? So it's not that whatever we want to eat and we cook that and then we offer to the Lord and it becomes sanctified. We have to understand what does Krishna want? What is Krishna asking for? If a guest come at your home, your close friend, your some close relative come at your home and you want to please that person, you want to honor that person respectfully, will you cook whatever you like or will you cook for, what is favorite for him? What does he like? What he likes, right? So you want to know what is his favorite item. So you want to prepare that item and offer that item to that person. So same way, when we want to offer to Krishna, we need to understand what is Krishna like. What is Krishna asking for? And also it is important because the food, whatever food we eat, that affects our consciousness. Our consciousness is developed based on the type of food we eat. So there is a famous saying, "Jaisa khao ann, vaisa hoye man." So the type of food you eat, that affects your consciousness. And there is a very wonderful story, very wonderful pastime from Ramayana, my favorite, which I always like to quote on this point. You know, when Lord Ramachandra went to exile for 14 years to the forest, and Bharat was asked to become the king. And at that time, Bharat denied to become the king, and Bharat insisted, we will go and try to bring Lord Ramachandra back. Right? And so he kind of agreed. He managed to have everybody agree to his proposal. So all the citizens of Ayodhya, Guru Vashisht, all the mothers, along with Bharat, they want to go to the forest to bring Lord Ramachandra back. So as Bharat, along with everybody, they arrived on the outskirts of Shringverpur. Shringverpur is the small tribal city of Ram's friend Guha, Nishadaraj Guha. So as this whole big arrangement, all this big army of Ayodhya, led by Bharatji, reached on the outskirts of Nishadaraj Guha or Shringverpur, Guha came to know. Guha's spies, they came and informed him there is a huge army coming this way, and it appears to be the army from Ayodhya. And immediately Guha had a doubt. He kind of misunderstood the intentions of Bharat. He judged the intention of Bharat, that Bharat thinks Ram is alone in the forest and I should go and kill him, finish him off, and take this kingdom forever, so that he will not come back after 14 years and ask for his kingdom. So Guha, he asked all his tribal people to get ready with their weapons, that we will attack on Bharat's army. We will fight with Bharat. We will not let him pass from here. We will defend. We will give up our lives in the service of Ram, but we will not let him go from here. So they were ready to fight. At that time, one elderly person, he told Guha, he gave a suggestion to Guha, why you are thinking that there is going to be a war? First, you need to find out really what is in the mind of Bharat. What is his intention? What is his consciousness? And Guha said, yes, that is a good proposal. I want to first understand what is Bharat's mindset, what is his consciousness. And for that, how to test the consciousness, I will go meet him and I will take various variety of food for him. And what type of food he picks, that will determine his consciousness. Is he in the mode of passion? Is he in the mode of goodness? Or he is in the mode of ignorance? So he said, I will go meet him and I will take all different varieties of food. So what kind of food Guha took with him? Guha asked his people to arrange all different sorts of food. What is that? Kand mool pal khagmrig mange, meen peen paatheen purane, bhari bhari bhar kaharan aane. Kand mool pal khagmrig mange. So kand mool pal, food in the mode of goodness. Fruits and roots, vegetables. So he asked people to bring different roots, fruits, vegetables to take to Bharat. That is food in the mode of goodness. Then says khag mrig mange, khag mrig, deer, chicken, all these sort of things. That is food in the mode of passion, which evokes passion. Eating meat, chicken, flesh, eggs. That is considered in the mode of passion, and it actually is very close to mode of ignorance. In ignorance is what is that? Ignorance, meen peen paatheen purane, fish, rotten food, food which is spoiled, purana, basi khana, okay, which is fungus is growing in that. So all that sort of food, that is called food in the mode of ignorance. So mean, fish. Fish is also basically kept for so many days, right? That is in the mode of ignorance. And even khagmrig, these days, all the non-veg food is actually in mode of ignorance. It was considered in mode of passion when somebody was hunting it and then using it immediately by um, roasting it. But nowadays, what is that flesh, that meat is packaged for so many days. It's already contaminated, right? It's already in the mode of ignorance. So these are the different type of food that time Guha asked to bring and to take in front of Bharat to see what kind of food Bharat will pick. And that will tell his conscience, his mentality. So food tells what is our level of consciousness. And of course, Bharat did not have to go to that level. As soon as Guha went to Bharat and Bharat came to know this is Guha, Ram's friend, Bharat immediately jumped out of his chariot and paid obeisances on the floor. And Guha was surprised to see this, and he understood Bharat's intention. But the point I am trying to make with this story is there is a food in different modes, and the type of food we eat, it determines our consciousness. So sattvic food is recommended for everybody to uplift our consciousness. Okay, sattvic food. Why is that? So there is another very famous shloka from Chandogya Upanishad. We are going to refer to that shloka, which says, आहार शुद्धो सत्व शुद्धि सत्व शुद्धो स्मृति ध्रुवा स्मृतिर्लंबे सर्व ग्रंथि नाम विप्र मोक्ष. This is a shloka from Chandogya Upanishad. Okay, what does this mean? Ahar shuddho sattva shuddhi. If our food is pure, if our food is sattvic, ahar shuddho sattva shuddhi, means then our mind becomes purified. Sattva shuddho smriti dhruva. If our mind is purified, then comes the remembrance of God. If our mind is not pure, then you cannot even remember God. So ahar shuddho sattva shuddhi, sattva shuddho smriti dhruva, smritir lambhe sarva granthina. When we have always constant remembrance of the Lord, then all our existence become purified, vipra moksha, and that opens up the door for liberation. Okay, so this is reference from Chandogya Upanishad, which again talks about importance of eating sattvic food. So far we discussed we should offer the food to the Lord. One thing as a matter of gratitude. Second thing, to be freed from all sinful reaction. So it's not about being vegetarian. Once one person came to Prabhupada. So one time one person came to Prabhupada and asked, Swamiji, are you vegetarian? And Prabhupada immediately understood his mindset, what he is going to target. And Prabhupada said, no, we are not vegetarian. We are Krishnatarian. Okay? Our goal is not to just become vegetarian. Even a monkey is a vegetarian. Just being vegetarian is not enough. We want to become Krishnatarian. We want to eat only the food which is offered to Krishna, which is offered to the Lord, and then we accept as a prasad. Sometimes people object, oh, why you say Krishnatarian? You don't eat Krishna. It's not about eating Krishna. It's about eating Krishna prasad. Or we can say we are prasaditarians. Okay, we eat prasad. So it's not about being vegetarian. Somebody said, you are talking about this fish, chicken, all this meat that they have life. So if we kill them, that's a sin. But don't the plant, the trees, they also have life? You are killing them. So isn't that also a sin? Yes, that is also a sin. So that's why you don't want to simply be vegetarian, because that also involves sin. Even all the activities about cooking, you are cutting the vegetable, you are boiling something, you are fetching the water, you are grinding the spices. In all that, so many bacteria, so many insects also get killed in the whole, all these different processes. So everywhere in every activity, somewhere some sin is involved. So that's why Krishna says, if somebody is offering that to me, if somebody is doing all that activity for me, then they are relieved from all
Reaction.
sinful reaction. So yes, plants also have life. The cauliflower has life, the spinach has life. If you're plucking the spinach, you're plucking the cauliflower, that also has life. But still, there is a big difference in plucking the plants, vegetables versus killing the animal. Because animals have much higher level of consciousness than the level of consciousness in the plants. And ultimately, even if you don't pluck the plants, if you don't pluck those vegetables, they are going to die down, right? And when you pluck the fruits from the tree, you are plucking the fruit. You are not killing the whole tree. So it's not that you are killing the tree itself. So there is a big difference. People just argue for the sake of arguing. Oh, you say eating animals is sinful, but you are also eating plant. That is also sinful because they also have life. So they just want to argue without trying to understand the details. The level of consciousness, the level of human consciousness is highest. Below that is the animal level consciousness. Below that is the tree, plants, creeper level consciousness. And ultimately, what does scripture say? Jivo jivasya jivanam. If one life form is the food for another life form, one life form subsides on the another life form. So for us, what is the type of food which is sanctioned? That is vegetables, roots, fruits, grains, milk products. So that is the sanctioned food for human beings, for human consumption. And in this topic, I don't want to go into details of human anatomy and animal anatomy, that how our teeth, our jaws are made of, our jaws are made for grinding, not for cutting, not for cutting the flesh. If you see the teeth, the jaws for the animals, like the tiger, something, their teeth, their claws, they are to cut the flesh. Their teeth are not for grinding. Our teeth, the what do you call jabade and all, that is to grind. Okay, and then the intestine also. Our intestine size versus the animal intestine size. Our intestine size, if you unpack, it's few kilometer long. Okay, the food stays there for long time. Whereas the animal intestine is very small, the food gets digested very quickly. Our intestine, human intestine is very long. The food stays longer. And if the food is staying for longer, what is happening? It's rotting inside. If the food is not getting digested quickly, it's rotting inside. It's creating too many of acids inside the body. That's why so many other problems come. If the food is not getting digested quickly, it will create so much toxin in the body. Then people have knee pains and all these things, the uric acid problems and all that. Why? Because food is not digesting quickly. So we need to eat the food which digests quickly, which is roots, fruits, grain. Now, Krishna himself, what is Krishna asking? What kind of food I am asking you to offer to me? Okay, so this verse we called it 3.13. Now let's refer to 9.26. 9.26. So what is Krishna saying in 9.26? Krishna is telling me what I want you to offer to me. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktyah priyachati tadaham bhakti upaharitam ashnami priyatatmanah. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. So what kind of things Krishna is asking? Leaf, flower, water. So roots, fruits, grains, milk products, these are the category which come under all these category. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Krishna is not asking us for very expensive items. Water is available everywhere. Fruits available everywhere. Flower available everywhere. Patta available everywhere. Leaf. And specifically here, the leaf refers to tulsi leaf. So patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. You offer me these things. And that is also with what bhav, with what mood? Devotion. Ye me bhaktya prayachati. If somebody offers me with love and devotion, then I accept it. Krishna doesn't accept if you are offering to Krishna with a grudging mood. Hey Krishna, here I cooked everything. First you eat. Do it quickly so that I can eat then. So it's not like in a grudging mood that you want to just get done with this thing. What is the mood of Krishna? Why Krishna? What is Krishna looking for? So what is Krishna asking for is offering with love and devotion. Another story from Mahabharata. Okay, because unless you refer to the stories, the point doesn't get clear. So we know when Krishna came as peace messenger to Hastinapura, at that time Dhritarashtra wanted to please Krishna. Duryodhana also wanted to please Krishna. So let me please Krishna. So Duryodhana, he made Chappan Bhog and he invited Krishna. Krishna, come. You come to my home and you eat food with me. You take lunch with me. I've asked to prepare so many different items for you. But Krishna did not accept Duryodhana's invitation. Krishna did not go to Duryodhana's home, Duryodhana's palace to eat his Chappan Bhog. What did Krishna tell to Duryodhana? See, somebody goes to somebody's house in three situations. When somebody is really very hungry, somebody is in some sort of deficiency, या तो कोई अभाव में है या फिर कोई किसी के प्रभाव में है. So either somebody is really hungry, right, really in shortage of something, or there is a very great relationship, very loving relationship. या तो कोई किसी अभाव में है या दूसरे के प्रभाव में है. And Krishna says, ना तो मेरे पास किसी चीज का अभाव है. I am not in shortage of anything. And neither we have a good relationship also. ना ही तुम्हारा मेरे ऊपर कोई बहुत अच्छा प्रभाव है, because you are trying to harm my devotees. So Krishna did not accept the invitation to go to Duryodhana and accept his Chappan Bhog, his meve. Why? Because there was no love and devotion. And what is Krishna looking for? Love and devotion. Yo me bhaktya priyachati tadaham bhakti upaharitam ashnami priyatatmana. Then I accept that food. On the contrary, where did Krishna go? Krishna went to Vidur's house. Vidur's house, there was no food arrangement there, no food prepared there. Vidurani did not know Krishna is going to come all of a sudden. And somewhere it mentions she fed sag to Krishna, right? Just some leaves. And somewhere it mentions she fed Krishna banana peels. She was so mesmerizing Krishna. She is peeling the bananas, throwing the fruit of banana and giving the peels to Krishna. And Krishna is eating that also. So patram pushpam phalam toyam jome bhaktya prayachati. It doesn't have to be even too much fancy preparations also, or too many different varieties of preparations also. Even with love and devotion, we offer some simple thing to Krishna. Krishna accepts that. What did Sudama offer to Krishna? Rice. Poha, chipped rice. Right? So Sudama, that's all he could afford. So Sudama offered just the chipped rice, and he was so hesitant. Krishna just snatched it and ate that. And Krishna was completely satisfied with that. And what did Krishna say? Krishna, in exchange of those 3 handfuls of chipped rice, Krishna gave all the opulences to Sudama. Krishna said, my logic is very straightforward. Sudama gave me these 3 handful of chipped rice. That was his total wealth. Right? That is all the wealth of Sudama. He gave all his wealth to me. Now in exchange, what should I give to him? I should also give all my wealth to Sudama. Then the math will be complete, equal. So Krishna wanted to give all his opulences to Sudama. That is his love, his reciprocation with the devotee. So we don't have to think that what can we offer to Krishna? Whatever simple we can offer to Krishna, but with love. And the next text number 27, also related to that. Yat karoshi, yat asnasi, yat yuhosi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat purushvamadarpanam. So Krishna is mentioning 5 different things here. And out of that, one thing is related to our topic today. That's why I wanted to quote this verse also. Krishna says, Yat ashnasi. Whatever you eat, do that also as an offering to me. Another reason why we need to offer to Krishna. Because Krishna says, whatever you eat, First, offer it to me. Do that as an offering to me. So offering to Krishna is very important, and we need to understand what kind of food is Krishna asking. Krishna is asking patram pushpam phalam toyam. He is not asking chickenam, muttonam, andam, right? He is not asking chickenam, muttonam, andam, darum.
Oh my God.
He simply is asking patram pushpam phalam toyam. So we cannot just use our intelligence. So Krishna says, offer everything to me, so let me offer whatever I want to eat. Krishna is pure. For him, does nothing affects. But why Krishna asking us to offer to him? Is Krishna in need of something? Is Krishna in shortage of something? No. So why is Krishna asking us to offer to him? For our own betterment, right? For our own benefit, for our own purification. So we can be freed from sin. We can be freed from the contamination in our heart. That is the purpose Krishna is asking. Otherwise, it's not that he is in shortage of something. He is Lakshmipati. He has everything. He is not dependent on our one glass of milk or one chapati which we offer to Krishna. But he is asking for our own benefit, so that we can get purified and we can be released from the bondage of this world. And then the food also, Krishna explains what are the different food in different modes. In 17th chapter and 18th chapter, Krishna is talking about 4 different items actually. Yajna, Dan, Tapa, and also Vrata. What kind of different Vrata one takes. And all these things in 3 modes. In the mode of goodness, in the mode of passion, in the mode of ignorance. So, Vrata, how to do Vrata in the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. And Vrata is directly related to food. Right? When we do some Vrata, some Upavas, the food is related to that. What kind of food one eats. So Krishna explained food in 3 modes. Okay, what are the food in 3 modes and what are their effects also? You want to understand that? You want to know that? The food in 3 modes. I already gave some examples based on the story from Ramayana. So here what Krishna says, now let's refer to text, chapter 17, text number 8 through 10. So we are here building up the foundation only. Why to offer to Krishna? And what to offer to Krishna? So we already covered why to offer. Now what to offer? What is Krishna saying here? Text number, chapter 17, text number 8. आयु सत्व बल आरोग्य सुख प्रीति विवर्धन रस्य स्निग्ध स्थिर हृदय आहार सात्विक प्रिय. So what does that mean? Ayu Tattva Bal Arogya Sukha Priti Vivardhanam. The food which is dear to those in the mode of goodness, that increases Ayu, duration of life. Ayu Tattva, purify one's existence. Bala, it gives strength. Arogya, it gives good health. Sukha, happiness. Priti Vivardhanam, and it increases satisfaction. It causes satisfaction. So the food which is dear to those in the mode of goodness, it increases duration of life, it gives health, it gives happiness, it gives strength, it purifies one's existence. And what kind of foods are those? Rasya snigdha stira hridaya. So those foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome, and pleasing to the heart. So juicy means fruits with all the juices. And then fatty means the milk products, milk, butter, ghee, yogurt. And wholesome means grains, the whole grains, the grains, lentils. So what is food in the mode of goodness? Roots, fruits, vegetables, grains, milk products. Those are the foods in the mode of goodness. And then next one, Krishna says, what are the food in the mode of passion? Katva amla lavante ushna tikshana ruksha vidadhinah ahara rajasya dukkha shokmaya pradha. Food that are too bitter, too sour, too salty, too hot, too pungent, dry, burning are dear to those in the mode of passion. And such foods cause distress, misery, and disease. So Krishna is telling what are the foods in which category and what is their effect also. So what kind of food we want to eat, which is giving good health, duration of life, happiness, peace of mind, purify our existence. That is food in the mode of goodness. And food in the mode of passion, what does that cause? It gives misery, it gives distress, it causes disease. And that food is which is too pungent, too sour, too spicy, dry, hot, burnt, too bitter, like somebody eating too many spices, too many chilies. You have seen somebody eating mirchi bhaji, mirchi pakoras, dipped with mirchi chutney, and putting extra chilies on top of that. Right? So they are eating these so spicy food. There is a smoke coming from the ears.
Yeah.
The whole face is sweating. And they think, very nice. And they are very happy with that. Ultimately, what is that? It's causing so much distress. It will be seen next day. So, if somebody is eating too spicy foods, too sour food, pungent food, which is too smelly, too pungent smells, that is food in the mode of passion. And that's why the onion and garlic also comes in this category, which is in the mode of passion, because that is also pungent in taste and it is too smelly. Somebody eat garlic, and then far distance somebody can smell from their mouth. Right? This person has ate garlic. This person has ate onion. So it's too foul smell, too pungent. Even while cutting onion, the ears come from the eyes. So that is it's also categorized in the mode of passion. And then comes third category. Yatiyam gatrasah puti priyushitam chayat uchchishtam api chapmedhyam bhojanam tamasah priya. Food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. Now, this may be too much, right?
Darn.
Food-
Everything in the fridge.
The food we prepare ourselves also maybe more than 3 hours generally here. But now we have to understand what does it really mean, because earlier what happens is there is no refrigerator system, and food, if it's too hot, food in 3 hours will spoil.
Yes.
It will start smelling rotten. Bacteria will develop, some fungus will develop. Now also if you are traveling, if you are carrying some sort of food, we are just keeping like that. If you're not keeping it in a ice cooler or something, in 3 hours it will spoil. So that's why Krishna says food which is more than 3 hours, which is basically spoiled food, okay, which is food that is tasteless, decomposed, putrefied, and food consisting of remnants and untouchable things is dear to those in the mode of darkness, in the mode of ignorance. So what kind of food is that? One is, of course, stale food, which is rotten. Another category is the flesh, meat, all that packaged food, canned food, pre-cooked food, which is packed in the boxes and the labeled is ever fresh. Right? It's packaged food, canned food, and label is fresh forever or healthy choices. And people take out their packaged food, heat up in microwave for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and they think I'm eating healthy. It's healthy choices. So you don't know when that food was cooked, and they added some preservatives in that so the food will sustain, it will remain for long duration of time, and it is on the shelf for so long, and we are consuming that food and thinking, oh, it's very healthy. But ultimately, what is Krishna saying? That is food in the mode of ignorance. And of course, the flesh, the meat, red meat, and all this different variety of meat. For how long it is there in the store, first of all, in the cold storage?
So meat is not rajasic, it's tamasic.
Tamasic. Tamasic for the reason because it's untouchable and it is for so long, it is there, right? Corpse. So, see, generally, the dead body is buried in a burial ground. If somebody is putting the dead body in their stomach itself, it means is a burial ground, right? So one should not eat the flesh of other. One should not harm other just to satisfy their tongue. There was I am not remembering who made that statement, but it says as long as there is the animal slaughter going on, the animal is being killed for the satisfaction of one's tongue, there cannot be peace in the world. Because the consciousness we are putting inside, that is what is going to come out. Right? If we are showing so much of torture for others, violence for others, that's what violence is going to come to us. So food which is in the mode of ignorance and food in the mode of passion. So food, what is recommended food for human being? The food which is in the mode of goodness: roots, fruits, vegetables, grains, milk products. So what all we discussed so far? Why to offer? What to offer? Now let's talk about certain questions. After hearing this, then certain questions will come. People will ask, why not this? Why not that? One question which people most commonly ask is, everything is made by God. Even onion garlic is made by God. Why we cannot eat that? Right? That is also made by God. So why it's forbidden to eat onion garlic? What is the answer? For the people yeah. Yes, it comes to tamasic food, onion garlic, passion. It increases, it stimulates passion. It yes, aggressiveness. It stimulates lusty desires. So that's why somebody who want to progress in spiritual life, it is recommended one should take sattvic food, food in the mode of goodness. But now question comes, okay, it's also made by God. Why to skip? Why did then God made it? So first of all, we should understand God has made many things. Not that everything is for our utilization. Not is that everything is our consumption. God has made poison also. Then you should go first eat poison also. Right? Then you should come and argue, why cannot we eat onion garlic? God has made rocks and stones also. You go eat rocks and stones also. Will we eat that? But we want to argue why I cannot eat onion garlic. What is wrong with eating onion garlic? Then also understand everything is for different people with their different mood or their different desires. But somebody who wants to progress in spiritual life, they need to understand what is my goal and what is conducive for that. Right? Based on our goal, we decide the path. So if you go to college, I gave this example last time when we were talking about independence and the real dependence. So if you go to a college, you have taken admission in a particular course. You want to do, let's say, mechanical engineering. Now in the college, there are so many different departments. There is mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, and all that. But because you want to study mechanical engineering, you go to the college, you don't enter into any class. You will go to the classes specified for your subject matter, your degree. And in that also, let's say you entered into first year engineering college, you will not go to third year classes. You will go to your first year class. So it depends on the goal and purpose. What is our purpose? We need to identify and then track the path accordingly. So not everything is meant for everybody. Another example I quoted once is, see, in the house, there may be so many different things. The head of the house, father, he has bought many things in the house. He has bought something for children. He has bought something for the wife. He has brought some makeup items, some bangle, some lipstick and all that for his wife also. Now the boy comes, the child comes and say, "Oh, Papa has bought everything. I can use everything. I can wear the bangles. I can put the lipstick." So will he wear the bangles, put the lipstick, and go to school? Why? Papa has bought everything. I can use everything. Not everything is for everybody, right? So we need to understand what is for meant for us. The same way, yes, Krishna has created everything. Krishna knows there are people who are completely in darkness, people who are completely in the mode of passion, and they want to consume, they want to enjoy in that way. But if we want to progress, if we want to fulfill the goal of life, we need to accept what is meant for us. Now, another question comes. People say onion garlic has many medicinal properties, good properties, benefits for health. What is the problem in eating onion garlic? I'm eating for good health purpose, for health benefits. Anybody has heard that argument or given that argument? Maybe given, right? Given that argument, oh, onion is so good, it is good for fever or something, or it's garlic is good for health or something, heart problem or something. Many people come and give this sort of argument. So now, yeah, yes, so even intoxicants, right? Tea, coffee, that all comes in the mode of passion because it's nicotine. It increases yeah, it's caffeine. It's stimulating different thing. It's nervous system and all. So now the point of onion garlic with some medicinal properties. Understand, first of all, when you take a medicine, do you just unrestrictedly take a medicine forever, or you take medicine as per prescription, as per recommendation for a particular duration, for a particular condition also, right? It's not that every medicine is for everybody. Also, not every medicine is for everybody. So you take medicine in a regulated way for a particular period of time as per prescribed. So if somebody says, I am taking onion garlic as a medicine, are you taking as prescribed for a small that particular duration, or you are unrestrictedly eating non-stop, right? So, and then second point to understand is, first of all, we need to understand what is our long-term goal. Are you interested in only keeping your body healthy temporarily, this body, or you want to come out of the bondage of this body, understand that this body is not all in all, this life is not the only life. My ultimate goal is to go out of the bondage of this birth death cycle. I have had so many bodies earlier, and I will continue to have so many bodies otherwise if I don't get out of this cycle. So let me not bother about just maintaining this body. Let me understand this body is given to me as a facility, as a vehicle, so that I can reach my destination. The purpose of vehicle is to reach our destination, right? You want to rent a car. The purpose of renting that car is you want to travel to that particular destination. So same way this body, this human body is given to us as a vehicle, as a facility, so we can utilize this to reach our destination. And what is that destination? To reach back to the spiritual world. Yad gatvana nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. So Krishna says that is your goal. You want to come back to me and I have given you this vehicle. Now utilize this vehicle. Don't get attached to this vehicle. Let me maintain this vehicle nicely and continue living in this world only, maintaining this vehicle. So one should understand that particular point. So that argument of people, medicinal properties. Now, another point, so many practical situation. I understand everything should be offered to Krishna, right? So I understand why to offer, what to offer. Not anything and everything, whatever Krishna is asking, fruits, roots, grains, milk products, those are the recommended item what we can offer to Krishna, the food which is in the mode of goodness. Now, practical situations. How do I handle the situation when I have to go outside? How to avoid outside food? We will come to the topic of how to offer also. But before that, let's take few of these scenario, practical situation. When you have to go outside on travel sometime, some business travel also, or what about birthday parties, anniversaries? Somebody is inviting me, my child's friend, they want to invite for their birthday parties. My friend want to invite me for his anniversary or something. So how do I handle those situations? How can I avoid eating there? So if we really understand the whole concept, the purpose of everything offering to Krishna, first of all, when we come in our spiritual practice, the first point is to cut down the outside association, the material association, because that material association will keep bombarding so many different negativity on us, keep us away from our spiritual progress. So that's why importance of spiritual association, devotee association, and we need to cut down our material association. But yes, we have to go to office, we have to attend to maybe our some office outings. So how we can handle that? So it doesn't mean you go everywhere and you eat anything and everything. You can just restrict yourself to eating only salads, fruits, right? Something, juices. So you can tell politely, I have some diet restriction, so I cannot eat outside food. I will just take some salad. Devotees who are very fixed in the process, who have understood the concept, they have been doing it for years and years, their whole life. It's not that we have to stop everything, that every time you tell, no, no, I cannot come. That also doesn't look good because you have to mingle up with your colleagues and you have to sometimes go to your end of year outing or something. So the solution is you can very clearly, very politely say, I have some diet restriction. I will just take some salad, some fruit, some juice. That's all. And many devotees, what did they do is sometimes they just carry their own food also. If you cannot avoid, if you have to eat, you cannot live just on salads, you can carry something with you. I personally have done that during our office outings. I will just carry my own lunchbox. I will tell I have some dietary restriction, so I just bring my food from home, and nobody is going to object.
Actually, non-nutrition related, there are million restrictions people here
Right.
based on medicine, medical needs, or even general needs.
Exactly. So people understand that everybody has their different need, different dietary restriction, either because of their health purpose or because of some religious constraint. Here in USA, it's very common, and everybody is accepting that concept. So nobody is looking down upon you. So I have personally done that many times. I have just taken my own lunchbox with me. And you ask the generally restaurants, they don't allow outside food, right? But if you are in a group of 10, 15 people, everybody is eating there. One person is saying, I have dietary restriction. They have no problem. Okay. We don't mind. They will give you your nice plate or something. You can eat. So there are ways to handle every situation. Same way going to somebody's birthday party, anniversary. You can very clearly say, I have particular dietary restriction. I cannot eat these things. So I can just take some fruits. I will take some juice. All that. That's all. Or better is eat from home. Okay, so just go full stomach from home, so you don't feel any craving over there looking at all these sort of things. So you are already full. You have eaten nice prasad at home. You don't feel any hankering. You don't feel any craving, right? And in that way, you don't even have to spend long time there. Just go fulfill your obligation and come back. Right? Somebody is inviting you doesn't mean you have to stay there for all full 4 hours or something. You can go, give your gift, meet them, stay there for half an hour and come back. Enough. You have done your part. So we can learn all these practical tips when we stay in association of devotees by taking inspiration from other devotees, how they are handling this situation, right? How they can avoid all other external stimuli, external situations, external temptation. The same thing during travel also. If you have to travel few days outside, how to avoid outside food is something is we can prepare from home. The kind of things which do not spoil. You can just prepare some, let's say, patties or something and some buns. You take it with you. You can make burger and eat those. And you can make some rice. You can take a rice cooker. These days, plug-in cookers, rice cooker, right? Electric cookers and all. So you can take a rice cooker with you. You can take electric stove with you. This is what we did during our recent trip. We took an electric stove. You can carry your own milk bottle in ice box, and you can heat up milk. You can put some what do you call cereals, not the cereals, the cereals, but oatmeal kind of thing. So there are so many options. Okay? So it's not that you have to fast if you are outside for 3 4 days that you are to starve. So there are so many ways you can manage. So now outside food, we should avoid using pre-cooked outside food because we don't want to offer already cooked food to Krishna. It's not very important for everybody to understand this concept, this point. We want to avoid outside food, that bringing outside food and then thinking, okay, let me offer to Krishna and eat that. As much as possible, we should avoid that. Food which is not cooked by devotees, which is not offered by devotees, is similar as passionate food only. So, as far as possible, we should eat food which is cooked by devotee, which is offered to the Lord, and then consume that. Why? Because it's not just the food, but the consciousness of the person who is cooking the food that also enters inside the food. So that also affects the person who is going to eat that, because the consciousness at the time of cooking the food also matters. That consciousness enters inside the food. If somebody is very angry while cooking the food, that consciousness, that anger, that grudging feeling enters inside the food, and the person who is eating that food, it affects that person, because by that food, that same mood, that same consciousness is entering inside also. Somebody is having lusty desires while cooking the food, it's entering inside the food, and the person who is eating is also getting affected. So that's why we should not take food which is cooked by outside in the restaurants and all. As much as possible, we should avoid. Same thing goes to sweets which we just buy from stores. So that's very common, right? It's very common. We just go pick some sweets, box of sweet from the store, and think, okay, let's offer to Krishna, and then we can consume. We should have tried to avoid. See, in temple there is so many sweets available. Every festival, every Sunday, there are so many sweets. Do we still have hankering, craving for sweets outside? We can cook so many sweets. After we came to the process, after we came in Krishna consciousness, there is no dearth of sweets. Even if you don't want to eat, you will be fed so many sweets. And then you start to learn also. You learn to make so many sweets in association of devotees. That's the best gift of Krishna consciousness. And then you become international cook, cooking all different varieties: Chinese food, Gujarati food, Marathi food, North Indian, Punjabi food, and Andhra food, and Telugu food, and Tamilian food, all sort of food. You become international cook, international chef. There is so many varieties. So all these different practical things. Now, some other things to take care while we buy other food stuff. Sometimes we have our habit of buying some snacks, right? Buying some snacks, go pick up some chips, pick up some other fruits or sorry, juices or something, or even the cereals also what people buy, or yogurt, breads, cakes. So all these sort of things also we should be very careful when you buy those. Even if you buy these sort of things, read all the ingredients. Okay? Are there any onion garlic powders inside that?
Or animal products.
Animal products also, yes. They add some colors inside that, artificial colors. That's also not actually good for us. And then sometime on the label it is written all other natural substance. Okay, and you don't know what all is included inside. Sometimes there could be non-vegetarian stuff also. They have some beef powder or some calf stomach inside that. They add something, some nasty thing in the powder, in the masalas to make it appear very tasty, to stimulate the taste or hunger. So we should be very careful when you buy any of these things to read the labels carefully. Now come to yogurt. People buy yogurt, right? Especially those kids packings. On that yogurt, if you read the label, most of these yogurts have gelatin added, okay, which is a non-veg product, animal product. How is gelatin derived? It is coming from inside of the stomach of calf. Okay, so it's a animal product, non-veg substance. So that yogurt is not vegetarian yogurt if there is gelatin. And then candies, people eat so many candies sometimes, right? Children. So candies also one need to be very careful because there is gelatin added in the candies. There is sometimes eggs added in those candies. Now Halloween will come and October, and people, kids go outside and collect so many candies. Be very careful because many of those candies have eggs inside, they have gelatin inside. If you consider, if you claim yourself as a vegetarian person, I'm sorry to say, you have been consuming non-veg. Okay, so all these different things, chips, popsicles, this yogurt, bread, cakes, please read the labels carefully. First of all, avoid as much as possible. There is so much nice fresh yogurt you can make at home. Why to buy yogurt from outside? And then even milk also, right? When you buy milk also, generally in the milk, there is vitamin D added. Right? What is the source of that vitamin D coming? So many times the fish oil is added inside for adding that vitamin D substance. Earlier in Costco, there was one milk sold. Clearly on that label, it was written fish oil. So it's milk plus fish oil added. So nowadays they are not writing that there is fish oil added, but there is. So there are certain brands only which is not pre-added vitamin D inside or who are farm fresh milk. So be careful to know what milk brands, what particular milks are good. So it's not about just being vegetarian or offering to Krishna, but in general for our health purpose also. You want to put inside what is good for your health. Every white substance, white liquid is not milk. Okay, so just don't be fooled that it's white liquid called milk, so it's good. There is so much of pain going inside the way the cows are maintained, the way the cows are being milked. So all that, the pain which the cows suffer, that goes inside the milk. Externally, yes, it looks like white substance named milk, but actually there's the blood of the cow which is coming. So all these different things we need to be mindful of what we buy and what we eat, what we put inside our body. And of course, yes, everything should be offered to Krishna. Now, how to offer to Krishna? Okay, quickly, another 5 to 10 minutes, we'll cover that aspect, how to offer to Krishna. So, first of all, we understood cooking for Krishna. When we cook for Krishna, it should be cooked in that mood also. Cooking for Krishna means cooking with proper cleanliness. So first of all, cleanliness means cleanliness of the pots. The pots which are being used to cook for Krishna, those pots should be utilized only for cooking that sattvic food. That pot should not have been used to cook previously when we were not used to of eating sattvic food, when you were consuming everything and anything. So if you were using those pots that time also, now we don't want to use the same pots to cook for Krishna. For example, if you have used to cook onion garlic also, or you used to cook some eggs or meat or something, now you do not want to utilize same pots now because that effect is still there in the pot. You know why they say if the pot contained liquor, if the pot contained liquor, you have thrown out all the liquor and you have washed the pot, still that smell of that liquor is still there. So same way that effect of whatever was being cooked in that pot earlier, the onion, garlic, the meat or something, so that is still contaminated pot. We should not utilize that pot to cook for Krishna. So that is in terms of pot. And then in terms of in general cleanliness also. So we need to follow certain standard of cleanliness, cleanliness of the kitchen, cleanliness of ourselves. We need to be in clean condition. Clean condition means if one has used restroom. Restroom means, let's say, for number two, utilizing for urinating and all, it's okay. For that, you come out, you wash your hands and all. But if somebody has passed stool, then one is considered impure and one should take bath. One should not use kitchen, go to kitchen and cook in that condition after passing. And same with the clothes also. So one should not utilize the impure clothes while cooking for Krishna. And the clothes which we wear at night during sleeping, one should not wear those clothes and while cooking, because those clothes are also impure, unclean. So these are certain standards one should follow while cooking for Krishna. Pots, our own personal cleanliness, cleanliness of kitchen. Prabhupada said, cleanliness is next to godliness. Because that much is cleanliness important. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Prabhupada's standard was before starting cooking, in the middle of cooking, and at the end of cooking. Kitchen should be perfectly clean. In before starting cooking, in the middle of cooking, and at the end of cooking. So one should continue to make the kitchen clean. Continue to keep the kitchen clean. That's how the standard is followed in the temple also, right? In temple, whoever are serving in temple, they can relate, they can understand. When we do cooking in temple, before you enter, that whole shelf and everything is clean. And once you have done your cooking part, make sure you clean everything and leave it better clean before you enter. Even better, more cleaner than that. So those are cleanliness standards. And then when we offer to Krishna, so let's say we whatever quantity we prepared. Generally, in some places, the standard is followed. Everything, the whole pot is kept in front of Krishna that you eat, like in Jagannath Puri. Right? In Jagannath Puri, whatever pots they are cooking in, same pots they are taken to offer to Jagannath. And many temples, that's not how the standard is followed. They make a proper plate. So whatever items are cooked, you put that into plate which is specifically for Krishna. You don't want to make offering to Krishna in your own plate in which you eat. So that's not the standard. So we should be offering to Krishna which is meant for Krishna. The plate, the bowls, the glass, spoon, everything specifically meant for Krishna. Not the pots which in which you are yourself eating. So make the nice offering, put everything in the bowls, make whatever small quantity, 4 chapatis, bowl full of sabji, rice, glass of water, spoon, and on the side we can put little salt and sugar, because whatever you cook, you do not taste it first. Everything is meant for Krishna, for enjoyment of Krishna. So when we are cooking, it's not that while cooking, करछी हिलाया, थोड़ा सा हाथ पे डाला, चख के देखा उसको.
Then put salt, yeah.
So let me try first, how is it? So while cooking, we should not be with that intention of let me taste and see how it came. We should be in that mindset. Everything is for Krishna. It's for Krishna's enjoyment. First, Krishna is going to taste it. If you feel I may have put less salt or I forgot to add salt, just put little salt extra on the plate. So in that way, we prepare the plate. Then we put it in front of Krishna. We put tulsi leaf on that offering. Because what is Krishna saying? Jo me bhaktya prayachati. Offered with love and devotion. We ourselves may not have devotion, but we are taking shelter of Tulsi Maharani. So we are adding Tulsi to all that offering. So Krishna will accept it. Why? Because Tulsi is very dear to Krishna. Vrindaya Tulsi Devaya Priyaya Keshavasya. Because Tulsi Devi is very dear to Krishna, so we put Tulsi on that offering, so Krishna will accept it. Even though I may not have devotion, but now because Tulsi is there, Krishna will accept. So we offer Tulsi on that, and then we put the plate, and now you ring the bell and offer the prayers. So how we offer the prayers? We offer it through our Guru Parampara. So first we recite Pranam Mantra of Guru. If somebody has not accepted Guru, Srila Prabhupada is everybody's Shiksha Guru, right? As a Sampradaya Acharya. So we recite Pranam Mantra of Srila Prabhupada. So first Pranam Mantra of Guru Maharaj, then Srila Prabhupada. Then we can recite Pranam Mantra of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then we recite the Pranam Mantra which is offering for Bhoga. Namo Brahmanaya Devaya, Go Brahmanaya Hitaya Cha, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Govindayo Namo Namah. That is the Pranam Mantra which is offered or recited while making offering to Krishna. Then we can recite Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times. So in that way, reciting Guru Pranam Mantra, Srila Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Pranam Mantra, then Bhog Mantra, which is Krishna's Pranam Mantra, Namo Brahmanaya Devaya, then Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So in that way, reciting this, you leave the plate there. Not that we offered, close the curtain, open the curtain, brought it back. That's how in many temples they do. And you go on Tuesday, offer that badana to Hanumanji, they will put inside, put the curtain, open the curtain, give it back to you. Done. Our philosophy is Krishna is person, right? We are personalist. Krishna is person. We eat, Krishna also eat. And the amount of time you take to eat, if you take 10 minutes to eat, leave it there for Krishna to eat. Leave the plate there for 10 minutes, let Krishna eat. So you are inviting Krishna, please come, sit here and eat. Let Krishna eat. So after offering, you leave that place, let Krishna eat, then you go back and then ring the bell and you are requesting Krishna, now please go back to your seat, your position, your asan, singhasan, and then you remove that offering. Right? So in that way, Bhoga is offered to the Lord. Now, somebody may also question, this is all sentimental. You are offering to Krishna. How do you know Krishna is eating? You offered the plate, you put everything in the plate, you remove the plate, everything is still there. Yes, ma'am. Yes. So as a purification, so we offer kind of sprinkle the water all around the plate as a purification. So there is a whole vidhi also actually to offer the bhoga. In home, we don't follow the whole detailed process of offering. In temple, yes, it is offered with proper vidhi there. You offer the water around, then you recite a pranam mantra here, and then the whole process of inviting Krishna, achmaniyam, padhyam, idam nevedyam, idam paniyam. So all those things are done, and then in this way bhoga is offered. And when we are removing the bhoga also, when we are removing prasad, at that time also there is vidhi. Then you are offering water to Krishna, hastmukha prakshalanam. That Krishna here, wash your mouth and hands. So idam aragyam, I'm washing your feet. Idam achmaniyam, I'm washing your hands. So the whole process is done while removing offering also. So there is a process. At home, we simply just recite mantra. We are offering with mantra and removing with mantra by reciting. That please Krishna, you have accepted. Now I'm removing this offering. Okay. So the question was, somebody may have doubt. Is it Krishna really eating? You offer this Naivedya. What is the guarantee Krishna ate? You made the whole plate. Everything is still there. How do you know Krishna ate? So first thing is actually even if you make the offering, you are getting everything back. That is also Krishna's mercy. If you cooked 6 chapati, you put that in Krishna's plate and Krishna ate, then nothing left for you. So Krishna is giving that back to you. That is also Krishna's mercy. If you put 6 chapati, Krishna ate 5, only 1 left, then also there is fight. Who is going to eat that out of 4 of us? So Krishna out of mercy, he is eating, he is accepting, and he is giving us back. He's filling the plate back again. That is his prasad. The point to understand is how that happen is Krishna can accept by just looking through his eyes. How Krishna eats prasad, Krishna eat the bhoga by just glancing over that prasad, that bhoga. Krishna's every sense can do the work of another sense. Angani yasya saklendriya vrittimanti, pashyanti panti kalyanti chiram jaganti. So we recite that prayer which comes in Brahma Samhita. It says, Angani yasya saklendriya. All the senses of Krishna can interchangeably do the task of other sense. Krishna can eat through the eyes, Krishna can see through the ears. So, but primarily how Krishna eats? By glancing over with his eyes. That's how Krishna accept all that bhoga. And another point to understand also is when Krishna is accepting, Krishna ate that and Krishna refilled that plate. That is also Krishna's mercy. Just way you may relate to that or you may understand that. Let's say during some festival time, Diwali or something, in your neighborhood, you go to some other neighbor's home, some friend's home with some box of sweets. So you walk into your neighbor's home or friend's home with box of sweet to give them that gift. And that person, what does he do from that box? He take all the sweets, then he fills it with some other things. He also adds something from his side. You brought this for me, now I'm adding this for you. And you are coming back with that box of sweet again. And the person, the onlooker, they may think, oh, you went with the box of sweet. That time also it was full. You're coming back, this time also it's full. Then what is the point? But that is mutual exchange of love. You gave the gift to the other person and that person also gave back the gift. The same way we are offering to Krishna. Krishna is accepting that bhoga and Krishna is filling back from his side, which is his mercy. And we take that mercy, that is, what is that? Prasad. That's not bhoga, that is prasad. So with all these different understanding, we should understand whatever we cook, whatever we ourselves eat, first we should offer that to Krishna. It's not that I only offer milk to Krishna, some particular fruit to Krishna, but I eat all different varieties, whatever is cooked throughout the day. And it's also not that I can, okay, I will offer only once to Krishna and remaining time it's okay. I can just cook and eat myself. Whatever we are cooking at home, if different time you're cooking different items, offer it first to Krishna. Even one item you're cooking, just offer it to Krishna first. So everything we should offer to Krishna, that is to show our gratitude to Krishna, and that is for our own purification to get free from all sinful reaction. So that's all about bhoga that we need to know why to offer, what to offer, how to offer. Sri Krishna Prasad ki jai. Nitai Gaur Sundar Mahaprasad ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Okay, so thank you. Now, if still any question, I know I already covered many questions which could come, but if still there is any question, quick question, somebody online also. Yes. So that's why we need to research. Okay, what are the good qualities of milk, good brands of milk, even though there is a vitamin D, but still what is the best bargain, best use of bad bargain, what we say. So devotees have done many research, many different things, and there are few recommended brands. What are the best quality milk considered, which is non-violent in one sense. So earlier we used to get milk from Gita Nagari, which was called Ahimsa milk, right? Because that's our farm, ISKCON maintained farm, and they are maintaining, protecting the cows. Gita Nagari, it's Pennsylvania. So few years back we used to get that milk. Now we are not getting that. But beyond that, now what are the other options we have? And so one milk is, what is that called? Do we have the bottle? Abhi nahi hai? So that is one brand which is available here, that is called Kelowna Supernatural milk. Okay, Kelowna Supernatural. It's available in Whole Food. It comes in half-gallon bottle also, 1 gallon bottle also. It's a little expensive, close to $10 a gallon, but it's a very good quality milk. Supernatural Kelowna, all natural organic milk. Then second option is grass-fed milk, or what we are using these days, A2 milk, right? A2 organic milk is available in Costco. Yeah. So A2 milk is available in Costco. A2 milk is available in other stores also, like Coles, Whole Food. Yeah. So that is second option. A2 is natural, even though there is vitamin D added, it's natural source, but still that's considered as a best option available. Okay, so I said Kelowna, A2, then grass-fed milk, which is available in Whole Food and Fresh Thyme. So these are certain options. And then there are some other natural farm fresh milk. What is that other one? Gansi. That is also, that's local farm milk, which is also considered as a good quality milk, as a good milk. Yes. Gersney. Yes. That's available in Kroger. So that's why we need to be very careful what we feed inside our body, not just as a devotee, as a spiritualist, but from health point of view also, right? Some people take to these things just from health point of view, and some people are more careful because of spiritual point of view, because it affects our consciousness, it affects our karma bank balance. Okay, anything else? Yes.
Said if you go to like the salad, is food salad somehow exempt from offering to
No, see, when I say you can take salad, it doesn't mean just take and eat. You can offer in your mind. It's not that every time you have to make a plate, put it in front of altar. In certain these situation, you can just offer in your mind. Okay, your own bowl, even though yes, everything is already maybe they have using it, but whatever you got on your plate, in your bowl, you can just offer in your mind to Krishna. Hey, please Krishna, just accept this. Whatever I'm having here, I want to first offer it to you. And in certain situation, you can do a quick process, quick way also, which is you don't have to go through all the recitation of all these different prayers. You can say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Okay, as a quick way. And in that way offer, and then you can accept. So anything, juice, same thing. You open the bottle, offer it to Krishna, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. In that way, at least you are remembering, conscious way, you are remembering Krishna before accepting for yourself. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki.